The 600-Pound Life show follows the journeys of overweight men and women who, through determination and surgery, lose weight. In most cases, these people's stories begin with tragedy and conclude on a positive note, with them achieving their objectives. However, in rare circumstances, things do not proceed as planned, and the patients return home without having achieved the desired outcome. And in today's video, we will look at the people who didn't stand a chance at the transformation right from the start. So, let's roll. Alicia Kiergan.
Every day, I dread getting up because pushing myself out of bed each morning is the hardest part of my day.
Alicia Kiergan was a bright, family-oriented young woman loyal to her spouse and cherished nieces, who were introduced to us in season 6 of the show. But that's where things become problematic for the folks on the show. It appeared that their weight growth was always linked to what others are doing, and even their desire to lose weight was motivated by others, which could lead to a real dilemma in their lives. She told the audience that she came on the show because her long-term boyfriend, Tim Carter, threatened to leave her if she didn't try to lose weight, and that the only reason she wanted to change was to save her relationship. However, when Tim confessed to substance use, their relationship began to deteriorate owing to her eating habits. Kiergan's childhood trauma also had contributed to her difficult relationship with food. After witnessing her parents argue and drink as a child, she turned to food for happiness and solace. Tired of being unhealthy, Kiergan, like the rest of people, met with Dr. Now and joined in his weight loss plan in order to lose her 622-pound weight, despite the fact that viewers were uncertain of her ability to lose weight. While Kiergan's weight reduction initially helped her reconnect with her husband Tim, the couple made the agonizing decision to split up in 2020.
I'm very happy with her progress and how she and Tim are doing.
Mercedes Cephas.
I just plan on killing myself if I don't get this weight off. I don't want to leave my kids behind.
Mercedes Cephas appeared in season 7 of the show in 2019. Mercedes was a 37-year-old mother of 2 at the time, and her eating habits and lifestyle were putting her life in jeopardy. She was also endangering the safety of her 2 children. The Ohio native weighed 773 pounds and was suffering from severe lymphedema. Mercedes was bedbound as a result of her weight, and she relied on her extended family to help raise her children. Dr. Now told her that her condition, paired with her physical frame, had put her internal organs at risk. Mercedes' eating habits and addiction were revealed to be the result of childhood trauma. Her father had raped her when she was 11 years old. She and her sisters had been abused on a regular basis. Mercedes turned to eating for comfort and solace as she dealt with what had happened to her. As she grew in size, however, the roles in her household shifted, and the children were forced to take care of their mother instead of the other way around. She lost 81 pounds at the end of her episode, which is still an improvement, but far less than the weight required to qualify for Dr. Now's gastric bypass surgery. She gave a slew of excuses for why she couldn't stick to his demanding health regimen, and it looks that the same excuses have held her back since she left the show.
I was looking forward to getting approved for something, but this news wasn't good news to hear.
Jay Guillory.
If I gain any more weight, it's a death sentence.
Jay Guillory, a Louisiana native, was one of the morbidly obese men who were able to lose weight and accept a transgender lifestyle thanks to bariatric surgery. Despite her personal development as Lola, she continues to suffer from the weight. What's keeping the young lady from slimming down? When Guillory first appeared, the Louisiana native was living with her grandparents and weighed over 600 pounds. When her grandmother died, her food addiction went into overdrive. She was barely able to care for them or herself, so she sought renowned Texas physician Dr. Now for help. Even though she committed to following the doctor's diet, she didn't agree with everything the reality TV doctor recommended and made a few reasons of her own. She believed she needed her gender reassignment surgery as much as she needed the weight loss surgery. Dr. Now stated she'd be lucky to survive gastric bypass at her current weight, let alone a gender change. But bitterness towards her family, self-pity, and making excuses continue to torment her. and those unhealthy behaviors are sabotaging her efforts to lose weight after surgery.
I'm very thankful I did this today. The pain isn't all gone, but I think I'm in a place where I can start to heal.
Dottie Perkins.
I relied on all these years is what's killing me.
Almost all of the folks portrayed have been through significant tragedy in their lives, and they have turned to food to help fill the hole. That was certainly the case with Dottie Perkins from season 4. She grew up to be over 300 pounds when she was just 18 years old, because she didn't get the attention she required from her family when she was a child. Dr. Now had to give her a fair dose of tough love after she needed hospitalization owing to her ballooning weight, which came after the death of her 13-year-old son, who had been diagnosed with cerebral palsy and scoliosis. It was a difficult path, but based on social media, Dottie appears to be continuing her weight loss attempts. That doesn't mean things have been easy for her since the episode ended, though.
And seeing the progress I'm making makes me excited to do more.
Kristen Perez.
I want to be a better grandma than I was a mom. And if I keep getting bigger.
When Kristen Perez made her first appearance, her 612-pound weight made it nearly impossible for her to function and live a regular life. And when you add in her lack of self-confidence, life was especially difficult for her. Her addiction issues, as well as her unsupportive family, didn't help her in any way. She said that while eating was her most constant addiction, it wasn't her only one. She had done drugs and smoked a lot of weed in the past, but she didn't stop eating. Her father didn't hesitate to point out that she was gaining weight, which made her feel even more rejected, and she turned to drugs and food, which her family couldn't handle. While on the show, she also revealed that she was gang raped when she was just 17 years old, which has led doctors to believe that the trauma she suffered as a result of that occurrence is the reason she's in this situation. Therapy sessions help Kristen move on, following which she was able to receive the gastric sleeve surgery that would help her cut down her weight. Her recent posts show that she is still losing weight and has moved back to Washington to be with her family after her year in Houston.
I am trying to eat healthy. I'm looking at the protein in food.
Perio family.
I can't hardly move around like I want to anymore. It's getting real difficult.
Clarence was 33 years old and weighed 582 pounds when they began their weight loss journey. Brandy, who was 29 years old, weighed 620 pounds, whereas Rashonda weighed 803 pounds. After their parents divorced, the siblings did what they pleased, according to Brandy. The Perios had gained a lot of weight by the time they graduated from high school, since no one was punishing them while they were eating. They attempted to contact a doctor in Lafayette, Louisiana, but were advised that the requisite equipment was not available. They were finally referred to Dr. Now, and they flew to Houston. Dr. Now was so concerned about the family's weights that he admitted them to the hospital and kept them there until they lost 30 pounds. Their weight loss journey had its ups and downs once the siblings migrated. Clarence and Brandy each lost approximately 100 pounds. And despite her 130-pound weight loss, Rashonda was denied surgery. She lost some more weight after being encouraged by her siblings to do so before being allowed to eat. The siblings lost nearly 700 pounds when they combined their efforts.
Remember, if you're getting surgery, then we're going to need you to stay in Houston for a while.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see y'all later.
Before we go on to the last patient who didn't stand a chance on our list, we'd love to hear your thoughts on today's video, as well as if you have any other favorite shows that you'd like to see on our channel. Ashley Bernard.
Since my last appointment with Dr. Now, I came back home, and I've been pushing myself even harder this time.
Ashley Bernard was a native of Karen Crow, Louisiana. The mother of two had a difficult childhood, having been abused and sexually raped. As a result, she began to gain weight as an unconscious protection strategy, in the hopes of making herself less alluring and therefore avoiding future attacks. However, when she went to see Dr. Now in Houston, she weighed in at 637 pounds. The 31-year-old believed that stress was a barrier to weight loss. She did, however, feel confined in her own body and reliant on her family to assist her to move around. Ashley's sister could be seen assisting her, even with her shoes when Ashley's feet were aching. Ashley had no choice but to lose weight because she was facing a slew of health issues, including diabetes, some types of cancer, and even a heart attack. Her children in particular served as inspiration and encouragement to live a healthier lifestyle. Dr. Now had first recommended a 1,200 calorie diet, as well as some workouts to assist Ashley in losing weight and becoming qualified for the weight loss surgery. She did slip up a few times, but eventually she dropped to 468 pounds. But later gained 34 pounds owing to stress. She weighed in at 504 pounds at the following weigh-in. We learned at the end of her journey that she had lost a total of 135 pounds. We saw Dr. Now advising her to shed 80 pounds in 2 months in order to be considered for surgery, which kind of looked long short if we look back at her whole time on the show.
All right. I'll see you in 2 months. In the meantime, if you need anything, give me a call. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.